Welcome back to Cannabis in Canada with Jason Wilcox. I'm here at City Hall with Dana Larsen. We've had Dana in studio to talk about what's going on, and we're here today to find out more as we continue to inquire about Vancouver's proposal to regulate dispensaries. Dana, tell us a bit about what's going on today.
Well, we're here at City Hall, and there's not going to be a lot happening formally today, but the City Council is going to be receiving the report from staff and then voting on it. They're going to vote not to pass it, but to have hearings and to move forward on this process. So we're not going to get a chance to have our voices heard inside today, but we want to be here to show our support for dispensaries and to show that the community cares about what's going on. I'm not sure if it's going to be today or when exactly, but we're going to find out when the hearing dates are going to be. People will have the opportunity to come and testify and speak to this issue, and we're really encouraging people to come out. We're hoping to get hundreds of people to come out and to keep these hearings going on all through May and June if we can, and to draw a lot of attention and to help educate the city councillors about what our concerns are, what we like, what we don't like, and hopefully we can get some changes made.
Now, Leona's come out against this proposal, and so now has licensed producers apparently. Some of them are giving a little bit of pushback about this whole proposal. What's your take on that?
Well, yeah, Tweed, which is one of the licensed producers, put out a statement today attacking dispensaries, saying that they're illegal and they should be shut down, and who knows what they get their cannabis from and all this kind of thing. But I really feel sorry for Tweed. I mean, they're stuck with a very hostile bureaucracy. The head of the medical marijuana program, Dana Larsen, our Minister of Health, is saying that medical marijuana is a hoax and that you just believe it helps you, but it doesn't really, and they know it's not really good medicine. And so it's very difficult for them to provide a quality product and to get it out to patients when their system that's governing them does not believe that cannabis is a valid medicine. But really, if they want to get rid of dispensaries in Vancouver, there's one simple way to do it. Make a federal program that works, that provides cannabis for $2 a gram, that's higher quality, more variety than dispensaries can provide, and we'd go out of business. But we exist because the Health Canada program has totally failed. Patients aren't getting what they need. They sign up to LPs, they can't get medicine. There's a lot of flaws in that system, and so that's what we're filling the gap. And I think it's going to be a long time, given the hostility of the current government, that we're going to see any positive changes to their end of the program.
We've now come out of the City Hall hearing. It was a vote of 10-1, and basically they're going to move forward to public hearing. And it was quite interesting. It went around City Council twice or 3 times. I'm not even sure. I've never really attended this kind of stuff. What I found interesting to all of our viewers, note the Allard injunction is a big part of what's going on here in BC. It's a big part of restraining the federal government of Canada via injunction, you know, and putting them on trial has set precedents and allowed some of this framework to be put forward. Dana, what's your take on today's hearing?
I think it was good. There was a lot of positive discussion. You got to suss out who on council is opposed and what their reasons are for opposing it. But, you know, we have concerns about some of the specifics, as we've talked about before, some of the things in here. But I think overall this is positive. I'm proud that we're in a city that's trying to take these steps forward. And I look forward to making sure we pack the halls for these hearings and we get a lot of voices out to let them know how what the issues that we have and why they're going to hurt patients, and hopefully convince them to make a few tweaks to the rules. But still, overall, I'm happy and it's good to see. And a lot of the questions were pretty intelligent and people are paying attention, and I think that's all very positive.
What was your take on the fact that they said that the government's MMPR, Marijuana for Medical Purposes program, is not valid because of Allard's restraining order?
Well, they're absolutely right. You know, the federal program has failed on so many levels, and the home cultivation and the Allard thing is part of it. The Smith trial and looking at edibles and things that dispensaries provide now, but LPs don't. That's a big part of it. And just the general absolute failure of them to comply with so many court decisions over the years that have told them to make a working medical marijuana program. The reason there's dispensaries in Vancouver is because Dana Larsen and Health Canada have created a terrible marijuana program that gives us an opening. If they want to shut down every dispensary in Vancouver, it's easy. They don't need the cops. They need to make a federal marijuana program that provides high quality medicine for $1 a gram, that provides edibles and extracts at a quality and a price that we can't compete with, and we have to shut down. That's if they want to do it, right? And I consider that a victory. If I had to close my doors because our patients were going somewhere else where marijuana was far cheaper and better than what we could do, my employees might not be happy, but I mean, I consider that a victory overall for us. But we're a long way from that happening. You know, Dana Larsen is out there saying marijuana is not a medicine. Patients believe that it helps them. That's why the courts made us do it, because of their belief. But we know that marijuana is not a valid medicine, and that is an absolute insult to not only to patients that use it, but to everybody who's paid any attention to this thing at all. And that's why Sensible BC, along with trying to organize with dispensaries to get people here for these hearings, we're also organizing a week of action against Rona Ambrose, and we're encouraging people to call all 5 of her numbers of Health Canada, Rona Ambrose's office, and all the affiliated numbers, starting not this coming Monday, but the Monday after. We want to flood their office with calls from patients explaining why they know cannabis is a real medicine. It's not just their belief, and to let them know they're going to get some pushback. Because whatever issues we might have with some specifics here, Vancouver City Hall is not our enemy. Rona Ambrose, the Conservative government, the Harper government, those are the real enemies. We're going to focus our anger on those guys and let them know that they got to leave Vancouver alone.
Well, there it is, my friends. Stay tuned for more at sensiblebc.ca as well as cannabisincanada.ca as we continue to cover the breaking news on this proposal. Dana, thanks for coming on the show.
It's a pleasure, Jason.
Cheers.